You're going to college to spend money. But what if I told you there's a way to make your first $10,000 before you even graduate? Let's be honest. College life is expensive. Tuition, rent, food, even breathing seems to cost money. But here's a question. What if you could make $10,000 this year without dropping out, without going crazy, and without waiting for that mythical, perfect time? Because here's the truth. The people who build wealth early don't wait for life to calm down. They learn to win while it's chaotic. So today, I'll show you how to make your first $10,000 while still going to school, step by step, even if you've never made $1 online before. And no, I'm not going to tell you to sell your kidney or start a pyramid scheme. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how to build a simple income machine that funds your life, builds your confidence, and sets you up for real financial freedom. Because $10,000 isn't the finish line, it's your launch pad. Point 1. The mindset shift. Stop trading. Time for pennies. Here's the first mistake everyone makes. They think, I'll just work more hours. But time is the one thing you don't have more of. The wealthy don't trade time for money. They trade value for money. So instead of saying, how can I earn $15 per hour? Start asking, what skill can I build that earns $100 per hour? The moment you make that mental shift from time to value, you stop being an employee and start thinking like an investor. And no, that doesn't mean you have to be the next Elon Musk. It just means you stop thinking small. Because if you want $10,000, it starts in your mind before it ever shows up in your bank account. Now, once your mindset's sharp, let's talk about where the money actually comes from. Point 2, the skill stack. Learn, apply, earn. You only need one skill to start. Something that solves a problem people already pay for: freelancing, video editing, design, social media management, copywriting. These are gold mines for students. Spend 2 weeks learning one, 2 more weeks practicing. Then start charging low, but start charging. Here's a quick formula. Learn, apply, earn, reinvest. Think of it like a video game. You're leveling up your money skill tree. And here's the twist. While most students scroll TikTok for hours, you'll be the one selling to people on TikTok. Now you're earning. But how do you make that money grow? Point 3. The leverage strategy. Multiply your effort. Once you're making a few hundred a month, you have 2 options. Keep grinding forever or leverage systems. Leverage means you stop doing everything manually. You build assets or use platforms that scale. For example, automate freelancing tasks with AI tools. Build a small personal brand that attracts clients while you sleep. This is where your $500 months turn into $2,000 months. But before we talk about growing it faster, there's one trap that kills 90% of students who start making money. Let's make sure you don't fall into it. Point 4. The discipline dilemma. Don't let lifestyle kill your growth. The first time you earn real money, it feels amazing. You want to celebrate, you deserve it. But here's where most lose the game. They spend like they're rich before they're rich. That $500 paycheck could be the seed of your freedom or your ticket to another broke weekend. So adopt this rule. Save 50%, spend 30%, invest 20%. Sounds boring? Maybe. But freedom is built on boring habits. Ask yourself, do you want to look rich for a weekend or be rich for a lifetime? Because if you do this right, your money starts working for you. And that's where the magic begins. Point 5. The SMART system. Automate and scale. At this stage, You've built a foundation and now we automate and scale it. Use apps to track income and spending automatically. Set up recurring investments into ETFs or index funds. Use AI tools like ChatGPT or Notion to manage your projects efficiently. You're not just earning money now, you're building a financial system that grows even when you're studying, sleeping, or chilling with friends. Imagine checking your bank account mid-semester and seeing your balance climb, even while you're focused on your finals. But the final step is where everything comes together. Your mindset, your money, your momentum. Point 6. The future millionaire mindset. Play the long game. Making $10,000 isn't just about income. It's about learning the language of money. The habits you're building right now, saving, investing, creating value, are the same ones millionaires build empires on. So, if you can do this in school, imagine what you can do after graduation. Spoiler: you won't need to beg for a job, you'll create one. This is how financial freedom starts, not with luck, but with small, smart steps that compound over time. And speaking of compounding, there's one final secret that turns your first $10,000 into $100,000. Now you know how to make your first $10,000 while still in school. You've built value, leveraged systems, stayed disciplined, and now you have momentum. But if you really want to build wealth, not just income, you need to understand the power of compounding. That's where your money starts making more money, quietly, consistently, every single day. Don't let your hard-earned cash sit idle. Make it grow, because time is either your biggest weapon or your biggest enemy. So, before you click away, watch my next video on the power of compounding. It's the secret sauce that turns your $10,000 hustle into long-term financial freedom. Remember, the goal isn't to get rich fast, it's to get rich for sure. Watch next. The power of compounding. How the rich stay rich.